at ground level. Can't pick it up cleanly, Karingal. Now left foot kick inside 50. Comes from Levi Dixon. Bouncing towards the back. They've got numbers down there, Devon. The hand pass misses the target. Last line of defence came out from Brandon White. One of the star players here for Devon Meadows. Had 37 possessions last week. He handballed into traffic 20 metres out from the goal, but they're kicking to it. The netball and social club rooms in. Here Karingal, they trail by behind. 14 minutes in. Thrown up. No one can win the ruck contest. At ground level. One of the big recruits this year for Karingal is Darcy, and he couldn't hang on to it. Big body on him. Alanis escorts it over the boundary inside, attacking 50. Well inside, attacking 50. 20 metres around from the goals that Karingal are attacking. One goal apiece so far. Kel Dixon's kicked the goal for Karingal, back in Karingal colours after half a year at Morty Alec last year. Best and fairest in 2019. Good hands under the pump. Alanis receives again. Involved in the chain of hand passes. It might nearly be knocked through for a behind. It is 117 apiece. O'Brien, Real Estate of Mornington scoreboard. Our naming rights sponsor today, Rosebud Country Club. So it'll be kicked back into play. Plumridge goes to the outer side of the ground. Hits the target of Hillis. Hillis, that's Joel, wheels inboard now. They look to slow it down through Hallier. Hallier, nice half-distance pass. Finds Thorpe. Thorpe kicks down the line again. Good mark taken by O'Connell. And he kicks along to half forward, but no one there. Cleared at the back on this occasion by Karingal. They'll go across the half-back line. The kick will get its way towards the boundary. Will it sit up? It does sit up. And the player taking it is Mitch Glenn, the former right player. He spots a player inside. Going the other way off the plate. Or is it going, it's a bit confusing, it is actually going Devon's way. Certainly the Karingal bench in front of me is puzzled, as am I. And Murphy at left half forward has a player on his own. That's loose marking, and that is cardinal sin by Karingal to have probably the best player out there, credentialed-wise, along with Tom Curran of Karingal, certainly the best player for Devon. Brandon White all on his own, into space. He's at left half forward, 45 from goal, looking to kick Devon's second goal. Scores a level, and we've played nearly 18 minutes in the opening quarter on the O'Brien Real Estate of Mornington scoreboard. Looking for a goal of the day as well for the corner bottle shop of Rosebud. Thirsty Camel hits the post, the right goal post. Flush, 3/4 up, and it's 128 to 117 in a low-scoring scrap so far. So Karingal will go back into play, kicking very close to the man on the mark. High ball, up goes Big Cal, and he takes the mark. Looks to dish off by hand and does eventually to Alanis, a long farming hand pass. Kicks into the middle of the ground. Kelly will get a free kick and was going to play on. It's advantage, isn't it? They're in the right position to play on as Alanis had received a feeding hand pass. Anyway, Kelly will go back just behind the centre square and take that. Gets the hand pass off to Dixon. Kicks to centre. Half forward. Oh, that's an outstanding mark. He unintentionally cannoned into his opponent, and he's taken one of the marks of the day here, right half forward. And looking for a shot at goal for Karingal. Stumbling and bumbling. And the player taking that mark is Darcy Hope, who's come from Pakenham. Good mates with a lot of these players that play a lot of his juniors at Karingal. Looking to give his team the lead in the yellow boots. Right half forward, 40 from goal to the social club rooms, end of the ground. Doesn't quite have the carry and holds up in the goal square. And the big fellow with the orange boots standing out quite comfortably down there is Haynes. Last line of defence mark for Devon Meadows. Chips the kick in short. Kick comes off. Finds a target. That's Patrick Boland. And they kick it wide to the outer side of the ground. Koo's got the footy now. He's from Narry Warren, Ryan Koo. And he hoists it down the line again. Big fist. No one can take the mark. Tapped away. Here's little Canal going in hard. Has the ball knocked away. Good contest by Linda Russell for Karingal, allowing Karingal to win possession now. Big Cow looking to step around a couple of opponents. Hard on the boundary. Gets the hand pass out. Taken by Sullivan. He kicks to the wing, but it's turned over to Rory Hillis. Rory Hillis kicks to half forward. No mark taken. Waiting at the back, Stewart. He couldn't take it cleanly. Good defence by Karingal. They'll clear off half back. Pomeroy's kick to the wing and getting out in front and taking the mark. That was very, very good play. Taking it, Darcy Hope gets the hand pass off now to Bradley. He kicks to half forward, can't take the mark. Behind the pack was Darcy. Brings it to ground for Karingal. Feeds a hand pass out now in the direction of Glenn. Lost it, got it back to Darcy. Darcy in front of the social club rooms. Kicks to half forward. No mark taken for Karingal in the outer forward pocket. Good defence by both teams, and the umpire may nearly give a free kick here as players pile on in. Close to quarter time. We've played 21 minutes. 1-2-8 Devon Meadows, 1-1-7 Karingal. O'Brien Real Estate of Mornington scoreboard. 1 point lead. Throwing up. One by Haynes, close to the boundary. Jansen there for Karingal, runs it out of bounds under some pressure. Brodie White was the player pressuring him. It'll be thrown back into play at half forward. Using 42 of their 46 player points, Devon. Karingal 39 of 42. Boundary throw-in. One down by Pomeroy, doing the ruck work. And then a pack forming at his feet. At right half forward. Just underneath the scoreboard. Getting up late as Nick Battle had 29 possessions last week in his debut for Devon Meadows. And they lost to Pearsdale last Sunday. One down by Pomeroy. And on the outside, the handball comes out to Drew. Drew, that's Liam Drew, throws from his brother Nathan, kicks down the line to the wing. No mark taken, socket away by Battle. Feeds a hand pass out now to Hetherington. Gets it inside to Rory Hillis, gets upended, but he does well to knock it further afield, going in hard. Both teams, no one can get a clean possession in the middle of the ground. Tough footy. Nick Battle might be able to win it. Can't for Devon on this occasion. Quick hands comes out and then taken down is, in a terrific tussle, Connor Leslie of Karingal. He turned into a couple of tackles. He's not a big man, young Hetherington, but he was able to bring him to ground, number 71, along with Ty Kirkwood, who needs a haircut, but they like the mullets nowadays. One by Haynes. Gets it down. Missed by Curran. Taken on this occasion by Alana. Swung, and his kick is affected. He kicks to half forward. Good defensive mark taken by Plumridge. Feeds a hand pass at close quarters to White. White to the outer side of the ground for Devon Meadows, a lead by a point. Mark taken out there by Hetherington. Bounced off his chest, but he hung on. He goes in short. Looks for Kirkwood. Kirkwood can't take the mark, but it slips to him. Ty Kirkwood at half forward. Grubbers a kick inside 50. Might find a target. Who's going to pick it up? No one can. It goes close to the boundary. Good defence on this occasion by Linda Saunders, as the player who was unable to trap it cleanly is Tim Saunders there's a few Saunders out there. There's a Zach Saunders for Karingal. There's a Linda Saunders for Karingal, and there's a Tim Saunders for Devon. Experienced campaigner, great clubman, who's played a lot of his footy in the twos. So there'll be a boundary throw-in at half forward. Low scoring scrap. One down by Cal, who does his own ruck work. Hooks a kick around the body, close to the boundary. Can't keep it alive, and the orange boots Sam Glenn. And it'll be thrown back into play between wing and half forward. Lots of encouragement from the coach, Luke Forsyth, to his charges on the bench. Jordan Bradley will go round the ground shortly for Frankston RSL. Thank you, Tommy, doing a great job. Tap down, escaping from the contest. Getting a hurried kick is Brodie White, but winning at the back, Linda Saunders, who's been good so far with his rebounding. Treep receives a hand pass on the outside. On the left now, kicks Karingal towards the wing. Bouncing ball, looking to keep it alive, but running out of room. unfortunately, was Oscar Whitty. And it'll be thrown back into play. Also controlling the half-back line well is Leslie in the green boots. To the front, a couple of big punches, a roundhouse right there from Haynes. Tap down again. That worked by Walker of Devon Meadows, pushing it forward towards half forward. Handball on the up, back to Walker. Couldn't take it cleanly. Came from the hands of Karingal, and it's out of bounds between wing and half forward. Still a 1 point lead as we go around the grounds for Frankston RSL. And in the first quarter, it's Hastings 3-1-19, Crib Point 2-2-14 in second division. Seaford, again, have started well, 4-3-27, Somerville 1-3-9, and Langwarren 4-1-25, lead Chelsea 2 straight 12. Taken from the ruck contest, kicking inside 50 is Badhams, but again, a good defensive mark by the reliable Liam Drew. Goes sideways towards the people in the bar, the 1000 Club, brand new bar here at Glover Reserve for Coo. As the siren sounds to end a taxing first quarter and overcast but steamy conditions here at Glover Reserve for the Rosebud Country Club. Happy to provide a sleeve of Titleist golf balls for the player of the game today. That is our big prize for the player of the day. 128 Devon Meadows. Karingal 117 in the opening quarter. And a terrific goal by Callum Dixon. Might be a bit of a highlight for goal of the day for the Cornwall Bottle Shop, Thirsty Camel Rosebud. It was loose play by the Devon Meadows team in that what they did wrong there was they allowed Cal Dixon to receive the ball and just drive it long. Now, good start by Pines against Edithvale Aspendale. I was down at Edie Asp on Thursday. The atmosphere around the club is fantastic. For the first time in a long, long time, maybe forever, the netball girls were there at dinner on Thursday night. There's been a bit of a split, as is well known, within the netball club. They might describe it, the legendary Helen Hollis has moved some of the players with her to play as the Edithvale Aspendale Netball Club in the Southern Football League, but it's the Edithvale Aspendale Football Netball Club. But the joint was pumping, but a good start by Pines, 3 straight 18 against the enthusiastic Paul McCormack's Edie Asp team. They're 1 straight 6 at quarter time as we go around the grounds for Frankston RSL. Our mark of the day too for Mornington Timber and Decking. We have the highest standards in both quality and service. Call reception on 5975 1031 or John Gash directly on 0427 028 450. 1 point lead. Quarter time here. Devon Meadows 128, Karingal 117. We'll be back with the second quarter shortly.
In life,
you have to play by the rules. Fit in.
don't be too thin.
Or too bulky.
You have to be perfect.
Try harder. Go faster.
Know your limits.
Calm down.
You shouldn't be doing that.
Wearing that.
Eating that.
Suck it up. Suck it in.
Boys don't cry.
Girls don't fight.
You can't do that.
You watch this.
There's no right way.
No wrong way.
Only your way.
Anybody.
Anytime.
Have you had your team photos done yet? Well, Frankie Photography is the only way to go. Great photos, great designs. Find out how your club can raise money by selling photos online on your very own shop. Check out our website for other great offers such as live premiership posters, end of season awards, tributes and milestones, and gift vouchers are also available. Welcome back to Glover Reserve, quarter time, 128 to 117 on the O'Brien Real Estate of Mornington scoreboard. And O'Brien Real Estate award-winning real estate agents available right across the peninsula. Ryan Hendy, the coach, was pretty animated for Devon in that quarter. See Steph Baumgartner, who's done his ankle, chatted to him before the game. He'd be one of the big bulls that would certainly be in this side, did it in the first quarter last week. He thinks he'll be sidelined for 10 weeks for the Panthers. First game of the year, of course, for Karingal. Scott Jansen having a chat to his coach on the side there. Played in Hastings' 2016 Premiership side with Dale Alanis. Brendan Dunn, who coached Karingal to their last grand final in 2019. Sean Foster in that side. Nathan Gray, Paul Rogash, very good team. Got a big day today too as they're having raffles for the Delahaye family. Wade Delahaye suffered 3 fractures in his back last week and hasn't been working before that because of COVID. His wife's just had a baby. Wish the family all the best. There were some complications there, but the club getting behind them today, and the proceeds from the raffle, a lot of clubs have provided prizes, will go to the Delahaye family after their match against Crib Point, who were pretty competitive in their opening encounter under lights when they took on Chelsea last Saturday in the twilight game. So waiting for the second quarter to start, 128 to 117. Jansen and Mitch Glenn among those on the bench for Karingal to start the quarter. Joel Hillis lost it, regained it, burst his way through the centre. Great kick, except it's intercepted by Dixon. It was low and flat, and Dixon just stood in the hole and did it brilliantly. The 2019 best and fairest winner for the Bulls. Kicks to the outer side of the ground. Lovely long distance on the kick. Finds Cowell, that takes the mark on the wing. They're building to the southern end, the Bulls. The kick's not great. Into no man's land. Looking to clear out of defence. The hand pass wasn't great on that occasion from Boland. And it's turned over again. Pomeroy got the hand pass out towards Levi Dixon. Kicks to half forward. No mark taken. Forward pocket on the outer side. But doing well to swivel the hips was Kelly to recover. Got the hand pass close to the boundary. Then the hand pass is kept alive by Alanis. He heard the voice of the big fella Darcy. But he's taken in a tackle and brought down deep in their attacking area. Liam Drew goes across the goal face. finds a reliable Plumridge. Had 24 possessions last week. Another new recruit, Koo. Koo kicking down the commentary end towards the wing. Kirkwood up. Big fist. Good play by young Connell of Karingal. He'll win it at ground level. Then have the hand pass knocked away. Taken by Stewart. He may have got out of one tackle, not out of a second. The Karingal bench saying ball. The umpire says no. I'll throw it up in front of our commentary position. 1 point lead to Devon Meadows on the O'Brien Real Estate and Mornington scoreboard. Thrown up again. No ruckman for Devon. Big punch by Cow. Wanders to half forward. Koo attacks it hard. Tumbles a kick towards the wing. Good contest by Hind. Ball at ground level. Missed by Leslie on that occasion. And then a player's taken and a tackle. Gee, that was red hot. Red hot it was, unfortunately, for Levi Dixon. He's been penalised. And the free kick is taken by Thorpe. Kicks inside 50. Towering mark from the side by Kirkwood. Floating in, a big contender for Mornington Timber and Decking mark of the day. In the end, it was probably unopposed, but he still had to judge it to a nicety, and he does at left half forward as Ryan Koo limps off the ground. Hopefully he's not too bad. He's been giving him good drive off half back. And coming on to replace him is Michael D'Agostino. So left half forward for Ty Kirkwood with the long hair. 45 metres out, looking to increase his team's lead to 7 points. Kicks it long. Not straight though, it veers away or behind. Both teams struggling to score goals here. The wind is not up, it's very still, just extremely overcast. 139 to 117 on the O'Brien Real Estate of Mornington scoreboard. Our major sponsor today, Rosebud Country Club. So Leslie will go back into play. He'll go a half-distance pass on the half volley. It's taken brilliantly by Bartling. Gets the hand pass off Whitty. Kicks towards the wing. Nice kick. And mark taken by Battams in the blue boot. Battams' kick goes way too high on this occasion. Misses the target of Kelly. Knocked towards the boundary. Looking to keep it alive. Doing well on this occasion to get his boot towards Nathan Drew. But good smothering and good tactics by Karingal as they close it up. Their pressure's been pretty good, the Bulls so far. They trail by 2 points. Neutral contest, boundary thrown on the wing. Bit of pushing and shoving behind the play. Battams and Brandon White. Whitty and Brandon White. Big fist by Cal. He's been very, very good in the ruck. Taken by Seth Kelly. Hooks the left foot around the body. Bouncing ball gets close to the line and playing the big, deep forward role, but just lacking a little bit with his touch at the moment is Darcy, and it's out of bounds deep in the attacking zone at the southern end of the ground. Really good contest inside, though, between these two teams at the moment. Back into play. Alanis wins it. Handballs now to Glenn. Glenn is dangerous. Around the body. Kicks a great goal. Running away from the contest and the stoppage to put the Bulls in front. A big candidate for the Corner Bottle Shop Thirsty Camel of Rosebud goal of the day. 2-1-13 to 1-3-9. Terrific goal. Second goal of the day. Cal Dixon's got one. And, of course, McConnell kicked the first goal playing forward. Normally plays in defence or in the ruck. And that was a good goal for Devon Meadows, but now Karingal have kicked the last two. So a lovely goal by Sam Glenn, and he boots that at the 4-minute mark of the second term. 2-1-13 to 1-3-9. Just a little bit of work to do now for Devon, who've had more inside 50s, but just haven't put the score on the board. Getting high, winning it down, Haynes. Almost impeded White. They're certainly doing some work on him, but he wins the ball, tracks it the right way, gathers and kicks long inside 50 for Devon. Attacking, no mark taken. At the drop, the handball comes out to Thorpe. Gets a hurried kick now to Battle. Kicks high and Murphy uses his frame, his ample frame, to nudge his opponent out of it, stand underneath it, and take the mark in the right forward pocket. Another candidate for Mornington Timber and Decking mark of the day. And he knows where they are. Hayden Murphy. Lost a lot of weight to come back and play senior footy last year. Best mates with Joel Hillis. And was pretty handy in a couple of games when the Panthers spent a lot of time before COVID hit in the finals on the top 5. Slight angle, 25 out. They need a goal. Oh, and he's missed it. Oh, money for Jam. 15, 20 degree angle, right forward pocket. Ginger kick off the boot. 1-4-10 to 2-1-13. So it'll be inbounded back into play by Connor Leslie. He will go straight down the middle. A good kick and a good mark taken by Pomeroy. He had Mitch Glenn in front. And hear the voice of Pomeroy, and he said, Mitch, leave it. Kicks to the wing, getting up high. Koo puts his body on the line. He certainly received a knock. Handball comes out, driving it long, Mitch Glenn. Here's a chance now for Darcy. Again, double grabbing it. Gets tackled, gets the hand pass out. Player taken down, Alanis. Handball's over the top now to Connell. Had the kick run down, and there's going to be a player tackled. We're not in possession, trying to charge out of defence. And receiving that free kick is Nathan Drew. Their defence is holding firm at the moment. Finds Battle close to the boundary, the outer side. Kicks to Hillis, has it fisted away. Good play by Kel Dixon. Picked up now on the spillage by the Bulls, but turned over again by Drew. Off hands, taken by Rory Hillis. He does well to kick inside, and he finds Hetherington taking the mark. Busy little player on the wing, on the outer side. His team 3 points down, but the 50 metres for on the mark rule is given. It's a horrible rule in footy. It should not be in place. It should be 15 at the most. It's an horrendous rule in the game. He gets the hand pass on the outside to Battle, who kept running underneath the scoreboard. Steadies, opens up, kicks long to full forward. Off hands. Murphy was waiting behind or beside the left goalpost. It's a behind, 1-5-11 to 2-1-13. They're doing a lot of attacking. The Bulls back into play again. Alanis takes the mark at half back on his own. He will kick it long. The front edge centre square, Pomeroy out. Mark dropped what he should have taken and a tackle the spillage, and then had paddled the ball in front, receives a free kick at half back. Looks to play on Pomeroy, kicks it low and flat. What a kick that is to Sam Glenn. Glenn takes the mark, feeds a hand pass on the outside to Hind. The umpire says, no, you've got to go back and kick it. I mean, some of these decisions are a bit puzzling, but the umpires are doing their absolute best. We have a shortage of umpires in the Southern Umpires Association. Get in touch with the Southern Umpires Association if you're interested in umpiring. And this is Sam Glenn in the orange boots on the left. Kicks towards half forward. Getting up but not able to take the mark. Making a very, very good contest was Darcy Hope, one of the tall forwards down there. But he's given away a free kick. The whistle is blowing a lot. 1-5-11 Devon Meadows. Karingal 2-1-13. On the O'Brien Real Estate of Mornington scoreboard. So free kick in the back pocket to Patrick Boland in short to Liam Drew, who does well to kick to the outer side of the ground to brother Nathan, the younger one. Kicks down the line again with the mullet and shaved on the sides, which they tend to do nowadays. Frankston YCW 2-3-15. Dramana 3-4-22. Round the grounds for Frankston RSL. Red Hill 6-2-38. Rosebud getting blown away 1-1-7. And one straight 6. Edithvale Aspendale against Pines 3 straight 18. In first division. Boundary throw-in. Open-handed slap by Cowell has been good so far. Hugging the boundary. Getting a hurried boot to ball is Canal, but it slips on this occasion to Bradley. Bradley for Karingal. Bouncing ball close to the boundary, unable to track it and keep it alive. Plumridge, and in front of him was Liam Drew. Boundary throw-in at half forward. So their defence holding firmly at the moment, Devon, and so is Karingal's. 1-5-11 to 2-1-13. Good close tussle between two teams I predicted to make the finals at the start of the year. Not that that means much. Back into play. It favours Pomeroy. It was a shallow boundary throw, and he hooks a kick around the body, and it goes out of bounds in the left forward pocket. Got plenty of distance on that kick. Tom Curran just on the boundary, stretching his legs. Hasn't been as dominant as he normally is. Bit of cooling or tagging occurring on Tom Curran. Same with Brandon White, who was very prominent in the opening term for the Devon Meadows side. Boundary throw-in. Good play by Hope, but he couldn't get decent possession. And it's taken across the half-back line. 3 bounces, 4 bounces for Battle. And he runs laterally. Kicks down the line towards the wing. Here's White on this occasion. Taken and a tackle over the boundary. He'd got away from Linda Saunders, but that is a very, very good tackle by the very solidly built Bradley, who goes for a rest. And it's thrown back into play in front of our commentary position. 2-point lead, nearly 11 gone in the second quarter. Really good contest here. Kirkwood to do the ruck work. Cow's in front. Might have just got a hand on a Cow. Kick run down by Joel Hillis. Wide, a high up and under kick. Up and down the one spot. Kirkwood the punch. Taken now by Stewart. Taken over and a tackle over the boundary. Front on. 2 good tackles laid. One by Kelly from behind. One by Whitty in front. And it'll be a boundary throw-in. 1-on-2 against Josh Stewart on that occasion for Devon. So it's punched down again. Getting plenty of distance on that, Devon Meadows. Close to the boundary. And that was the big fella, of course, in Haynes. And it'll be thrown up once more. Right in front of the new bar here at Devon. It's picked up now by Rory Hillis. His kick is run down and Karingal get it back. Getting up high, making a good contest. Glenn brings it to ground. Whitty, Roves, handballs in front. Getting his hands free of the tackle was Kelly. Handballs now in the direction of Jansen. Jansen feeding hand pass over the top. Good play by Glenn. Glenn gets a hand pass down the line to Pomeroy. Kicks to full forward. Had it knocked away. Darcy once more. Ball's at ground level. Now cleared out of defence by Joel Hillis. Gets back in defence to help. Drives his team to the outer side of the ground. It's parry and thrust. Kirkwood's out there. Gets beaten in the contest on that outer side. Good contest made by Linda Saunders, who's got a big body but it's not as tall as Kirkwood. They scrap hard at ground level. Ball jarred free on the outside now. Taken and driven long towards half forward by the Bulls. And a good mark to Darcy Hope came from Oscar Whitty's kick, who's giving him great run from the stoppage. So spent some time at Pakenham. Darcy Hope in the yellow boots. He's hard on the boundary. This would be a big candidate for goal of the day for the corner bottle shop, Thirsty Camel of Rosebud. If he's able to kick this goal, it's not a bad effort. I think he's kicked the goal. Magnificent goal. Hard on the boundary, very acute angle, and I reckon that's the leader at the moment in the corner bottle shop, Thirsty Camel Rosebud goal of the day. 3-1-19 to 1-5-11, 13 gone in the second quarter. And our naming rights sponsor today, Rosebud Country Club. And they're happy to provide a sleeve of Titleist golf balls to the player of the game as we're in the middle of the Masters. Great to see Cam Smith get off to a good start. And what about those crowds watching Tiger Woods? They're the golf balls, they're ribbers. So I'll present that to our player of the day. Number of teams, a number of players already featuring out of the middle of the ground, and they win it again, the Bulls. They're winning the clearances. Left foot kick inside 50, taken by Darcy. Gets a hand pass on the outside. He's just not quite getting the grabs that he wants at the moment, and his hand passing and connection is not hitting targets in his first game with the club. Played at Frankston. He will get better the more he plays. Got that big body, will play deep in the goal square, or is at the moment. His team in front by 8 points. They win another stoppage. Jansen, high up and under kick, but comfortable mark on the last line of defence taken by Ryan Koo. For Devon Meadows. Heads to the outer side of the ground. Tops a high ball. And he's brought down too by a very frustrated Riley Darcy. Free kick down the ground to be taken by Rory Hillis. Hard on the boundary. Kicks in short to Kirkwood. Gives him a nice lead. Takes the mark in front of Curran. Pops a little pass over the top now. Mark taken by Boland. Handballs to Plumridge. Gets the hand pass out now as they switch play towards the broadcast side of the ground. Trying to track it is Dixon. Does pretty well with 3 opponents on him. One of them was Murphy. He did really, really well. He couldn't get control of it, Cal Dixon. Such an accomplished, reliable player, but he paddled the ball in front to ensure that he could find the sanctuary of the boundary line between wing and half forward. 3-1-19 to 1-5-11. Devon kicking to the social club rooms end of the ground at the moment. Just one goal for the match. The first goal, Karingal will kick the last 3. Tap down road by Glenn. Gets the hand pass out to Mitch Glenn. So Sam to Mitch. Kicks down the line now. Running onto it, Hope. Feeds a hand pass on the inside. Here's Seth Kelly. Seth Kelly is tagged late. Affects the kick. But Darcy might mark. He does. Not sure that kick was intended. He's looking to run around, opens up the angle, and he should have gone back and had a shot at goal, but he's obviously got the adrenaline pumping, and he misses to the right-hand side. 3-2-20 to 1-5-11. 3 unanswered goals for the Bulls. They lead by 9 points. 16 gone in the second quarter. O'Brien, Real Estate of Mornington scoreboard. Mitch Glenn having a rest. Flowing the big ones. Kick back into play by Devon. Big fist comes from Cal towards the boundary line. It goes out of bounds. Between wing and half forward. Keeping it inside, attacking 50 at the moment. Or near attacking 50 at the southern end, the Bulls. Luke Forsyth, who was on Brisbane's list for a couple of years. Lived with Jonathan Brown. They used to play night cricket. Brownie come up this long, long run. Tap down, row by Oscar Whitty. They're winning all the stoppages. High kick. Oh, great use of the body by the big bloke. In front, Darcy's taken the mark. He was at the drop of the ball and he read it best. He's just starting to insert himself on the game. Go back and relax, young fellow, and kick this goal and put a lot of pressure on the Devon Meadows Football Club. They kicked the first goal inside the first 5 minutes from Brodie O'Connell, but since then, been unable to score goals due to Karingal's pressure, and their defence has been very, very solid. So we'll see a shot at goal here by the big fella. He's kicked the goal from 30 metres and he's pretty happy. He's pumped up and ready to go. 4-2, 26 to 1-5-11. The margin, 15 points on the O'Brien Real Estate of Mornington scoreboard. Award-winning real estate agents available all across the peninsula. So Riley Darcy, a big goal. Missed one before, got one then. At the 18-minute mark of the quarter. And they're just starting to get on top here. With 4 goals in a row to lead by 15 points. Tap down in the middle, and they're just winning every single stoppage. Curran shrugs the tackle. He wobbles a kick inside 50, attacking it hard. Brought to ground, though, was Boland. And they've got numbers everywhere. Picked up by Kelly. Kelly drives his team inside 50 for the Bulls again. Camped underneath at Koo. He's been really good in defence. He might be a candidate to win the golf balls from the Rosebud Country Club. He's keeping his team alive here. Good play by O'Connell to push his opponent out of it and take the mark. Lumbering player has a bounce and then rakes it long on the left. No mark taken. Cannell did well to bring it to ground. Punch to his own advantage. Grabs the spillage. Kicks inside 50. Good play to knock away. But then coming to the front of the pack and knocking his opponent out of it. Having a couple of cracks at it was Walker. And then gets it down to Brandon White. Brandon White was involved in the contest and got the hand pass over the top. And he dribbles it home for an important goal in what was a big contest by both teams inside attacking 50. The Karingal players coming off second best, but they needed a goal. First goal since the 3-minute mark of the opening quarter for Devon Meadows. Brandon White makes it 2-5, 17 to 4-2, 26. The margin, 9 points as D'Agostino comes on for Devon Meadows and Mitch Glenn follows him on for Karingal. As Oscar Whitty comes off for a rest. Good goal by Brandon White. 37 last week. Was named in our team of the week. Cow wins it down. This time a stoppage won by the ruckman Haynes of Devon. Inside 50, Kirkwood nearly. A good attempt to mark. Linda Saunders couldn't take it. Kirkwood does, but his hand pass is intercepted. Good play, Jai Troop. Pushes a kick out wide to Cal. Been impressed with him. Back edge centre square. Hits a teammate on the chest. It's Mitch Glenn. Glenn plays on well. Kicks it high. In front is Drew. Oh, that's a mark taken by Darcy. How did he mark that? That was the accidental marker. Candidate for mark of the day for Mornington Timber and Decking. He just shoved his opponent out of the way, sort of unintentionally, and the ball landed in his lap. That's an outstanding mark. I reckon the favourite for our mark of the day for Mornington Timber and Decking. Go and see John and the team. Always love to hear from you. Right half forward, just on the edge of the centre square for his second goal in a matter of minutes. He veers in. His kick is good, but it just misses to the left-hand side. It faded left. 4-3, 27 to 2-5, 17, 10-point lead for the Bulls. Kick in short. Finds Battle, had 29 last week. He's in the back pocket. Played with a number of clubs in recent years. Nick Battle, his brother Josh at the Saints. Kicks down the line again to White. White takes the mark. Post to Levi Dixon. Handballs back to Battle at half-back who kept running. Good left foot kick. Probing ball. No mark taken. Oh, well, on that occasion, O'Connell's given away a free kick as he dropped the mark. And a free kick to Mitch Glenn, who's been pretty good at half-back. Coming across with Oscar Whitty from Rye in the off-season. Mitch Glenn will centre the ball and he finds Alanis that was flirting with danger a bit if he didn't hit the target, and he did. And he goes across the face again, picks out the target of Jansen. Jansen gets the Shepherd, drives it long inside 50. No one can take the mark and waiting back. Back edge centre square, circumventing that forward thrust of Karingal is Big Haynes of Devon Meadows. Haynes kicks into the man on the mark. Ball spills away. Getting a hurry kick as Curran drives it inside 50. Not getting a good bounce as D'Agostino. Lost control of it. Devon have numbers at the back. Loose handball comes out from Plumridge. Drew couldn't get there. Loose ball on the deck. Both teams work hard. Drew eventually drives himself forward. Kicks a high ball for the Panthers to the wing. They've got the numbers at the back. Karingal tapped down and a player was taken high at the base of the pack. It's Alanis. Alanis half distance pass, a good one. And the mark is taken at half forward by Pomeroy. Pomeroy kicks into the pocket. Nearly a one-hander to the big fellow Darcy. On hands and knees. Pops a hand pass over the top. Close to the boundary. Can they keep it alive? They're unable to. And it rolls through for a behind. Trying to was the big fellow Cal. I've been very impressed with a candidate to win our golf balls. The Titlis golf balls from the Rosebud Country Club. Back into play straight away. Koo takes the mark. In the back pocket, margin 11 points for Karingal. Kicks down the line again. Big pack forming. No mark taken. Joel Hillis in front. He's been well held so far. Ball's at ground level. In a lot of the contests when the ball hits the ground, Karingal, I reckon, are outnumbering Devon at the moment, 2-1. And it'll be thrown up just on that outer side of the ground. True wing position. Kirkwood might have just beaten Cow. Goes in again, can't get it. Loose ball. Brock Walker holds up his opponent of Devon. He's laying on him like he's laying an egg, and a free kick against Hind. A little bit unlucky, Lockie Hind, to be having a free kick rewarded against him to Brock Walker. Walker kicks Devon deep inside attacking 50. Number of players there, no mark taken. Fisted to the front of the pack. Looking to pick it up, Cannell does well, but his kick's no good. Intercepted across half-back. Told to control, close to half-time. Dale Alanis is saying you've got to control it. And the kick was turned over, unfortunately, on that occasion by Leslie. He's not happy with that. And they get the footy back through Plumridge, Devon, but he also isn't able to find a target, intercepting nicely as Lockie Hind at half-back on the outer side. You hear Alanis saying control, control. Kicks down the line. Good mark plucked in by the left-footed Glenn. He's left half forward on the outer side, kicks to his teammate, attacking hard. Darcy having an influence. Soccer's off the deck, didn't get a lot of connection on it. Also trying to get there close to the boundary as Haynes takes it over the line, but it might have been unintentionally off the foot of Haynes. It was. Mitch Glenn will take that free kick for Karingal. Tucked in on the boundary, left half forward, right on attacking 50. 4-4-28 to 2-5-17. Glenn Connell below us in the red hat. The red bucket hat, part of the Karingal coaching staff after being with Pines for a few years, coached their reserves. And here's the shot at goal now. For Mitch Glenn has been good, but he's very narrow with the shot. 2-goal lead right on half-time. They've kicked 4 of the last 5 after Devon kicked the first. 2-5-17, the home team Devon. 4-5-29, Karingal. O'Brien, Real Estate of Mornington scoreboard. The kick back into play finds Battle. Battle hemmed in on the boundary. That was very good play by Karingal. The harassment. Terrific play by Sam Glenn to force Battle on the left to kick it off the side of the boot. We know he's a beautiful left foot kick, Nick Battle. He's put it out of bounds on the full. Nice kick by Battams, and he finds Glenn is all alone as Battle hadn't got back to man his opponent. And Glenn is hard on the boundary, but the right side for a left footer. Right. Half forward. If he kicks this, this will be right in the money for goal of the day. The corner bottle shop, Thirsty Camel of Rosebud. I think there's a nice prize that the boys will love. He'll come inside with this kick right on half time. It's across the face. Looking for someone to mark. There is. There's a mark in the left forward pocket. Looking to run round, but he runs himself out of room. in Seth Kelly, and he just on that occasion, he's hit the right behind post out of bounds on the full. I think he just got ahead of himself a little bit. You could hear the coach say, "What were you doing?" As Battle was going to go down the line again, has to switch to the outer side, and it comes off. That should be 50. Definitely is 50. No doubt about that. Going to Nathan Drew. His opponent put him down. He'd taken the mark. Again, I don't believe that's a 50-metre penalty, but the rule's there. You can't put a player down. Anyway, I could argue about that all day until I'm blue in the face. In short to Plumridge. Plumridge giving them run. He finds Koo. They're giving them good run off half back, but they're breaking down across half forward, the Panthers. A 2-goal advantage for the Bulls. We've played nearly 27 minutes. Hugs it into the pocket. Kirkwood! Great mark in front of the scoreboard. Right forward pocket. He's taken a couple of marks that are candidates for the Mornington Timber and Decking mark of the day. They've got the highest standards in both quality and service. Call reception on 5975 1031 or John Gash directly on 0427 028 450. So Kirkwood to cut the margin to a goal. Close to half-time. They've struggled to score goals, Devon, to the social club room end of the ground. That's a great kick by Ty Kirkwood. Takes a great mark. Kicks an excellent goal on a fairly acute angle. 3-5-23 Devon Meadows. Good tight contests in second division to kick off Karingal season. Devon could ill afford to be Norton 2. 4-5-29 on the O'Brien Real Estate of Mornington scoreboard. Rosebud Country Club, our major sponsor today. Also providing our goal of the day, the Titlis golf balls. (29 plays 23, nearly 28 gone. Big Haynes to do the ruck work. Up against Cowell. They've had a good struggle so far. The two ruckmen for both sides. Haynes wins it down for Devon Meadows. They might win a rare stoppage. They do. Through White. His kick doesn't go very far. He was impeded. Good hand pass, Walker. Battle keeps running. Kicks high inside 50 to the teeth of goal. Good defence again by Karingal. Great tackle provided last line of defence by Lockie Hine. But it comes out to Kirkwood. Hard on the boundary. Has a swing on the left in front of the social club rooms. And just squeezes it through for a behind. 3-6-24 to 4-5-29. Nearly 29 gone. Second quarter, 5-point lead to Karingal. So Treep will inbound at full back. He'll kick high off the side of the boot a bit to the half-back flank. Big mark taken by White. White plays on quickly. Goes in short and there's the siren. As some good defensive work stopped Battle from taking the mark. He and White have been very influential for Devon, dragging him back in the game late in the quarter. But at half-time, Karingal are 4-5-29, leading Devon at 3-6-24. 3-2 in that quarter, a 5-point lead on the O'Brien Real Estate of Mornington scoreboard. Around the grounds for the Frankston RSL, we'll start with First Division, and Dramana have started brilliantly against Frankston YCW, 5-6-36 to 3-4-22. Red Hill have blown Rosebud away. Nick Jewell wouldn't be happy. 9-6-60 to 1-1-7. Edithvale Aspinall getting well beaten by Pines, 11-5-71, an 8-goal to 4 second quarter. Edithvale Aspinall 5-2-32 and Mount Eliza 6-7-43 against Bond Beach 5-3-33 and Sorrento are 3 goals in front of the Bombers. High scoring games in pretty good conditions, a little bit warm, 10-5-65 to 7-5-47 thanks to the Frankston RSL providing outstanding service, pleasure and enjoyment for all veterans in the community. We'll take a break. We'll be back with the second half shortly and Karingal. A little bit of work to do, although I thought they fought back well late in the quarter. I should say Devon fought back well late in the quarter, but Karingal deserved their lead, 4-5-29 to 3-6-24. Get your game face on.
Do you want to generate $2,000 a week for your club? Stand out from the crowd of generic websites? Now that I have your attention, let me walk you through how ClubZone can supercharge your fundraising. Is it time for your club's website to be upgraded to a new, easy-to-use platform? Create a ClubZone website and experience the new benefits today. It's time to supercharge your fundraising. ClubZone is everything your club will need to raise money. It's time to have an all-in-one website for your club's important news, information, sponsorship, e-commerce, ticketing, membership, and much more. There is no need to complicate things with cash when you can run everything through your website. Get your own online store to sell anything and everything. Memberships, apparel, merchandise, memorabilia, and more. For the club that has to juggle everything, ClubZone's easy to use and easy to build website solves your problems. No need to update the latest news on your homepage. ClubZone will have an auto-generated newsfeed straight from your Facebook feed. Open up your club's sponsorship opportunities and showcase and sell packages online to build their exposure. Set up fundraisers like never before with a fully automated raffle system. Ensure that you keep your fundraising events professional. ClubZone's integrated ticketing system is for all of your online and physical events. Take things to another professional level with ticket scanning functionality. We know help desk tools are one of the most integral tools when it comes to supporting our customer base successfully. That's why we are constantly building on our in-depth information centre for your use. Get the full ClubZone experience for just $14.80 a week.
Hi everyone, it's Tim from Growth Syndicates Australia and we're financial transformation specialists. Our clients are eliminating their mortgage in a much shorter period of time, creating more wealth and boosting their super. This is all done without impacting their lifestyle. Sounds amazing? Well, let me explain a little bit about the GSA Advantage. With clients all around Australia and a head office located in Elsternwick, our team of very experienced professionals enable unique and exclusive property investment opportunities through wholesale investing for clients to achieve specific outcomes. Our current projects are located in Brighton, Malvern East, Kew, Glen Iris and Mont Albert North. Everyone's busy and that's a fact. But did you know for every day you have a mortgage and underperforming investments or superannuation, you're missing out on $350 every day. It all starts with a friendly phone discussion to then arrange a meeting to provide you with a clear picture on what GSA achieves for our clients, and with no charge or obligation, see where these results can apply to you. So check us out at growthsyndicatesaustralia.com. Give us a call on 1300 205 556. I'd love to have a catch-up coffee with you at your place or our office. See where GSA can improve your financial position.
So we're going to do live and loose from the Mexican night. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for everyone on the stage tonight.
What an outstanding tournament it's been, Paul Wilson.
Unbelievable.
Welcome back to Glover Reserve, half-time. Karingal 4-5-29. Devon better in the back end of that quarter, but still struggling to find avenues to goal. 3-6-24. Certainly Brandon White, their gun recruit from Beaconsfield, Vars and Kilda. Spent 4 years on the Saints list, has been very good. And Josh Battle, another big recruit from Beaconsfield, where Ryan Hendy was assistant coach last year in the Outer East Football League. And is the senior coach at Devon this year, has been terrific. Jamie Plumridge, another Beaconsfield Eagle pickup, doing well for their team. A chance for player of the day or best on ground for Rosebud Country Club to win the Titleist golf balls that the Rosebud Country Club have donated. Our goal of the day, the corner bottle shop, Thirsty Camel of Rosebud. Beautiful goal by Kel Dixon on the run, probably leads that at the moment. And the corner bottle shop, Thirsty Camel Rosebud, bringing freshly baked goods. And those goods, of course, are a different sponsor. But the corner bottle shop, Thirsty Camel Rosebud, providing you with plenty of options to get your alcohol. So many different craft beers are available, and they also do deliveries as well. And they have a good relationship with St Andrews Brewery, another major sponsor of ours down at Bonio. So great to have the corner bottle shop, Thirsty Camel Rosebud, providing our goal of the day, and probably Cal Dixon a chance. And I'm looking at Ty Kirkwood, two terrific marks, contested marks, as our mark of the day from Devon Meadows for Mornington Timber and Decking. And Mornington Timber and Decking, we have the highest standards in both quality and service. Call reception on 5975 1031 or John Gash directly on 0427 028 450. So a 5-point lead at half time. 4-5-29 to 3-6-24. And the third quarter about to get underway. And they need probably just a bit more fluidity and flow up forward, Devon Meadows. The Karingal defence has been good. They've been very hard at the footy. They've done a good job so far. Looking at who's coming to the bench. For the start of the third term for the Karingal side. I've got a feeling they're down to 3 on the bench. One of the young guys coming off early, young Jared Connell, suffered a bit of a knock to the head, so he's taking no further parts. I wonder if that'll affect the rotations. We saw that last week with Bomb Beach, where it certainly affected the rotations. Zach Saunders is one of the players coming to the bench for Karingal. Seth Kelly, another one. So we're getting underway for the second half, thanks to Rosebud Country Club. 5-point lead to Karingal. Cal and also Haynes, they lock arms and horns. Plumridge takes the mark from the defensive kick out of the stoppage, which Karingal have dominated so far today. Good play high to get his arms free, get the hand pass out to Linda Saunders. He had it turned over, though, by Joel Hillis. He needs to do more. He floats a kick inside 50, kicks off balance and under duress, and just squeezes it through for a behind at the southern end. In the opening minute, 3-7-25 to 4-5-29, 4-point lead to the Bulls, who kicked 4 unanswered goals after the Panthers blooded the first goal inside the first 3 minutes. Trying to stave off 2 defeats in a row. Treep to kick back into play. His father Mike coaching the reserves this year. And he favours the commentary end of the ground. A great mark taken by Big Cal. He's been terrific today. Inboard pass, turns it over, Horror. The idea was there, but Battle was camped, taking side centre square, plays on, gets pushed in the side by Jansen, gets to the back of the pack, great mark by O'Connell, carried the journey, and O'Connell's taken the mark in the goal square. I think he might be directly in front. I reckon he was right in the middle of the 10-metre goal square when he took that mark, Rhodey O'Connell. Beautiful kick by Battle off one step, and O'Connell will put his team in front. Since the opening term, they've found a way. They've kicked the last three, and they're 4-7-31 to 4-5-29. And that is on the O'Brien Real Estate of Mornington scoreboard. Gee, they needed that. And O'Connell playing his role up forward. They've elected to put him forward this week, and he's doing the job with a couple of goals so far, both early in the first and third terms. We're 2 minutes in the third quarter on the Frankston RSL time clock. Last score we had at Pines and EDS. Pines blowing EDS Bewayne to new coach Paul McCormack. Paddy Swain doing a good job with his Pines team. Could be a few upset results. Red Hill a big lead over Rosebud. Tremano were leading YCW. So throw up in the middle, Haynes and Cow. That's been one of the highlights of the day so far. Cow wins it down. Another stoppage won by Jansen. Couldn't get the hand pass out. And good free kick to go the way of White. Worried him out of it. He was trying to get rid of it, but had no options. And White was on his hammer and tack. Takes the free kick. Big left foot kick. Hills on a lead. Came in late, but fisted away by Dixon, who stood his ground and puts it over the boundary just inside defensive 50. Cal Dixon did well on that occasion. Had half a year at Morty Alec last year before it was COVID affected. Won the best and fairest at the Bulls in 2019. There was an exodus of players. A lot of them have come back now. Boundary throw-in. Cal beats Kirkwood at the drop. Starting to win a few more of the clearances, Devon, but taken at a tackle as Nick Battle brought to ground. Thrown up again at half forward. They're in front at the moment, Devon. Kirkwood beats Cowell. Second effort, very good. Goes to ground. Number of players try hard. On the bottom of the pack, Nick Battle once more. 4-7-31 Devon. Karingal 4-5-29. The Panthers by 2 points. Lost to Pearcedale last week by 22. Kirkwood, an open-handed slap. Taken by Walker. Tried to get it out to Battle. He had it stripped. And then Battle becomes the tackler in another ball up. Another stoppage. The player that was tackled was Whitty of Karingal. Still at half forward at the southern end for Devon. Won by Kirkwood. Rove, though, by Whitty, and he's going to be penalised. He did kick it while being tackled for holding the ball. And a free kick to Battle, who's been outstanding so far today. He's on the left. He looked to kick it long towards the teeth of goal. Don't worry about kicking it to the teeth of goal. That's carried the journey, and that's got to be the favourite for goal of the day for the corner bottle shop, Thirsty Camel of Rosebud. Another one for Devon, and they increase their lead to 8 points, starting to get reward for effort, and Nick Battle dominating. 5-7-37, 4-5-29. He might be in the running for the Titleist Golf Balls, courtesy of the Rosebud Country Club, for player of the match. 5 minutes gone, and some work to be done now by the Bulls, who were so good in the first half. But they can't get the ball past their defensive 50 at the moment. So the stoppage on this occasion, won by Whitty, but he misses with a target. Sockets it straight into the arms of Haynes. He bumbles a kick inside 50. Joel Hillis is there. He played deep forward last week, playing deep forward today. He's wanting a free kick. Paddle the ball in front. One's not forthcoming inside attacking 50. Player down behind the play for the Bulls. Gets up now, Jai Treep. Might have been winded momentarily. Thrown up on attacking 50. Kirkwood doing well as the second ruckman for Devon Meadows. Hind there. Paddle away by Walker for Devon. Missed by Battle. Hurry kick by Walker. Slews off the side of the boot and finds the boundary at half forward on the outer side. 5-7-37 Devon Meadows. 4-5-29 Karingal Bulls. O'Brien Real Estate, a Mornington scoreboard. Award-winning real estate agents available all across the peninsula. Back into play again. Kirkwood. Trailing in Cowell, who taps it down. They were winning the clearances in the first half, the Bulls. But Little Canal wins it and floats a hand pass out wide to Battle. Hooks a kick back inside 50. I've got a feeling, though, that he might have been out of play when he was hooking that kick back into play. Nick Battle, who's been superb so far. They need to try and clamp down on him. The big ball winner for Karingal, Tom Curran's been well held. That's something that Ryan Hendy would be very happy about. Kirkwood. Cow wins it down. And then the tackle laid by Alanis because it was taken by Thorpe. He was crumbing. Battle. Tried to win another stoppage. There's been a lot of them so far. Jansen wins on this occasion. Hard on the boundary for the Bulls. But his kick on that occasion misses the target of Jansen. Wasn't much room to move there and trying to get a pinpoint kick when you're hard on the boundary. And free kick, Nathan Drew, but that's not a good kick. It dropped short. Good defensive mark taken by Treat. Been in the gym over the summer, Jai Treat. Been in the gym the last 3 years. Got a big upper body now. He's in the back pocket on the outer side. His team 8 points in arrears. They need to get the ball past half back and they're struggling. Nearly a mark to Plumridge. Couldn't take the mark. Ball's at ground level. Players fight hard for it. Plumridge is amongst them. And also involved in that exchange is Oscar Whitty of Karingal. Thrown up again. Almost on the wing. Cal. Haynes of Devon. Winning the contest. When he probably shouldn't have won the contest. Pinching it from his opponent was Thorpe. But then he's upended. Taken to ground for the Panthers. Another stoppage. Many of them this quarter. Cal open-handed slap. Jansen. He's also taken down, and along with Levi Dixon, and the umpire will throw it up once more. Real scramble, real hard contest. Devon with the only 2 goals of the third quarter, leading by 8 points. Haynes beats Cal, doing the ruck work on his own. Needs a bit more support for the Bulls. May start to tire the longer the game goes on in these pretty heavy conditions. And what I mean by heavy, very humid conditions. Levi Dixon couldn't get the ball out. Tackle laid by Rory Hillis. Just outside the contest, attacking side for Devon. On Oscar Whitty, who's been very good in and under today for Karingal. Kirkwood. Kirkwood wins it. And on the bottom of the pack is Battle, opposed to Levi Dixon, who might be spending some time cooling him. Jansen's with him as well, because he's had a big influence in the second and early in this quarter. Rory Hillis wins the stoppage, defensive side. Drives his team inside 50 to brother Joel. Had it punched away and eventually cleared out of defence by Whitty, who did well to receive the spillage and get the hand pass to Jai Treat. But his left foot kick, looking to switch, was just too wide for Cal Dixon. Out of bounds on the full. The coaching staff of Devon saying, kick the goal, go back and have a crack. He's going to put himself in a position to hook around the body on the left. Alex Canal on the left. He's kicked the goal. Or has he? No, he hasn't. He's missed it. That could have been goal of the day for the corner bottle shop. Thirsty Camel of Rosebud. They deliver right around the peninsula. So Dixon back into play. He favours Hope, and another kick out of bounds on the full. It's turning it over badly by foot at the moment, the Bulls, and they can't get it past the half-back line. Hardly been inside 50 this quarter. The margin, 9 points in favour of the Panthers. Off the back foot, the kick by Boland was wobbly. Canal, the smallest man out there, did well to make a great contest. He flew high and fisted it over the boundary at half forward for Devon. 35 around from their goal. They're attacking the southern end incessantly. Kicked 2 goals to none this term and lead 5-8-38 to 4-5-29. O'Brien Real Estate scoreboard. We'll get around the grounds for Franks and RSL soon. Some big scores occurring in good conditions for footy, although a little bit humid. Tapped down by Kirkwood again. Was an attempted open-handed palm. Didn't get a lot on it. And once again, another stoppage. Inside attacking 50. Into attack once more, the Panthers. Kirkwood's got a big leap on him. Wins it down. He's been very good. And he gets the footy himself. Handballs to Rory Hillis. Hooks around the body and puts it out of bounds on the full. Running out of room and under pressure. So Karingal now need to find a way. They were hitting their targets when they were going through the corridor. Doing the 45s quite cleverly in that first half. But they're just breaking down. They've been forced to go down the line. And Devon are very well drilled in this quarter. Big Cow has been close to Karingal's best player for mine. In short, nice kick. Comes off now to Curran. They need to see more of him, the Bulls. in short. Played 26 games for the Saints. And he hits Bradley on the chest. Still in the back pocket, so they're a long way from home. In defensive 50. Devon Meadows will be happy with this very slow ball movement by the Bulls. The left footer rakes it high. It's a bit wobbly. Close to the boundary. Getting up. Trying to take the mark. Darcy Hope brings it to ground and puts it over the boundary. In front of our commentary position. We go round the ground for Frankston RSL. Frankston YCW. 3-6-24. Tremana 7-7-49 as one of the players comes off. This is Patrick Boland. He's limping for Devon Meadows. 10-9-69 Red Hill. Rosebud 1-1-7. And it's 13-8-86 Pines, 5-2-32 Edith Vale Aspendale, and Mount Eliza leading Bomb Beach by 3 goals. Bomb Beach could be none and 2. Ruck contest won by Cowell. Kicks high to half forward. Hope presents again at the drop. Glennie's hand pass. It's stripped away. Coming out of defence. Good play by Hallier. Tries to hit Rory Hillis. He runs onto it though. Floats a hand pass into no man's land. Good play at ground level by Walker to keep it alive. Attacking side centre square for Devon. Opposed to Lockie Hind of Karingal. And it'll be thrown up. Just cannot score this quarter. 5-8-38 to 4-5-29. Margin 9 points at the 12.5-minute mark of the third term. Thrown up again. Tap down. Rory Hillis has the kick run down from the tap down from Haynes. It's still in the middle of the ground. The umpire says, I'll ball it up again, which he's done a lot of this quarter. The stoppages would be favouring Meadows at the moment, who've got this 9-point lead with 2 goals to none in this third term. Cowell up. Haynes beats him on this occasion. Working hard, Alanis gets the hand pass out in heavy traffic. Finds Treep. Treep does well. And good mark running with the flight to Glenn, attacking side of the wing. Wheels inboard. Straight down the middle. Drives it long. Wobbly ball. Looking for Darcy. Kicked a great goal in the second quarter, but he slips over. It's out of bounds, but a rare foray forward right beside the behind post at the netball, the social club rooms, end of the ground here at Glover Reserve. And maybe a chance for a score for the Bulls. 4-5-29 to 5-8-38. And in the AFL, North Melbourne leading Sydney by 10 points. Can you believe that? Long, long way to go. You think the Swans would win, but what we wanted from North today was a much better performance. They could be 2-2. One of Richmond of the Bulldogs would be 1-3. Not going that badly. Tap down. And picked up by Glenn. Handballs now on this occasion for a shot at goal by Alanis. Is it coming round enough? It was more up and down on the one spot. And Nathan Drew takes the mark last line of defence. He finds Brodie White, gets the hand pass out. And Battle was brought down just as he kicked it. Might be a free kick down the ground. And it'll be taken by Thorpe. So Riley Thorpe, just behind the wing, has options in the middle of the ground. One of them wearing 71. Hetherington gets the hand pass. Now to Koo, running by, drives long inside 50 for Devon. But there's no one back. And filling the hole is Glenn. Good two-way running. He was forward a minute or so ago and he goes back to help in defence behind the footy. The former Peninsula Old Boy in the amateurs. Glenn now on the left. Kicks down the line in front of our commentary position. He's out of the contest. Does well to make a contest. Darcy against Plumridge, who I thought had the mark. And Alanis taken over in a tackle applied on him by young Hetherington of Devon. Boundary throw-in at the 15-minute mark. 38-29. Have not scored this quarter, the Bulls. 2 goals to Devon, and now Karingal in a holding pattern. Just trying to go forward. Jai Treep will do the ruck work as the second ruckman with Cowell having a rest. Haynes beats him underneath the legs of Dixon. Flicked on by Hetherington. In the road. Good play by Sanders. Got the hand pass out to Hind, who tried to take on the field. Taken down in a tackle and a free kick. In fact, the umpire says a shove in the back. It's a free kick going the other way. They all stopped. I think the Devon boys thought it was a free kick their way. And running into an open goal is Pomeroy, but it's coming back. And we're all a bit confused with some of the umpiring. We are down on umpires. Let's not get too critical, guys, but not sure what that free kick was for. Kirkwood with the free kick. Kicks long inside 50. No one can take the mark. Ball's at ground level. Picked up on this occasion. Hetherington had it run down by Dixon. Dixon bumps him off the contest. The veteran picks the footy up. Pokes a hand pass out now towards Hind. Hind wheeling around, gets the Shepherd at half-back. Kicks long. Glenn's got the field to beat. He has to go. Koo and Plumridge are both there, and they fist it over the boundary in front of our commentary position. Been good defenders today, Plumridge and Coo, two of the big off-season signings for the Devon Meadows Footy Club. 5'8", to 4'5", 29. Getting a massage is Levi Dixon in front of us. His brother Cal doing a good job down in defence. Have not scored this quarter, the Bulls, in nearly 17 minutes. Punched down by Treep. Picked up by Bradley. Hard on the boundary. Little left foot kick is okay. Drew tried to pick it up to vacuum it off the ground. He couldn't. Hand pass intercepted in the road. Taken by Murphy, playing behind the ball for Devon. Kicks inside 50. Bouncing ball picked up by White. White does well to break a couple of tackles. Had opponents around him. Swings to the right-hand side and misses. Playing forward at the moment, Brandon White. They've done all the scoring this quarter. 5'9", the Panthers. 4'5", the Bulls. 10-point lead. 17 minutes gone in the third quarter. On the O'Brien Real Estate of Mornington scoreboard. Award-winning real estate agents available all across the peninsula. Our major sponsor today, Rosebud Country Club. They're happy to provide a sleeve of Titleist golf balls to the player of the game today. And certainly Nick Battle, one of the chances for that. He might be chance for goal of the day as well as Treep kicks back into play. High contest. Kirkwood punches back inside attacking 50. Collected by Curran. Gets the hand pass off to Hind. Hind is able to break through. Kick long towards Hope. Hope is up. Can't take the mark. Might have been tunnelled close to the boundary. And there's a bit of pushing and shoving over the boundary. Ryan Koo gets involved with Darcy Hope. Drew's involved. Liam Drew. And it'll be a boundary throw-in. There's the hard-nosed, solid back pocket player. Cannells waiting front and square. With Tom Curran, hasn't had a massive influence on the game yet. Boundary throwing, Cow taps it down to the side, but straight to Rory Hillis, who collects. Gets the hand pass back to Stewart. Stewart's taken an attack. That's got to be holding the ball. He ducked ahead. Free kick to Oscar Woody, the hard nut for Karingal, who wants that footy back. And that should nearly be 50 in the letter of the law, but it's not. Oscar Woody kicks close towards the boundary and a mark taken. Player was dragged down. Darcy Hope trying to inject himself in the contest. His team need to score this quarter. They're 10 points down. Blast it long to the teeth of goal. No mark taken. Tap down to the front. Good tap by Stewart. He finds Battle running by, receives it. Kicks down towards O'Connell, I should say, running with the flight. Wheeling board on the left. Kicks long on his own down there. Is White if he can get there. He's got the opposite number 15. Lyndon Saunders lays a great tackle on him. Brings him to ground. Loose ball. Treats there as well. White lays a tackle on him. Great contest in the forward pocket. Ball jarred free again. Can Karingal clear it? I reckon a player was taken high. The umpire says give it to me. I think Hetherington and Canal may have gone high on Mitch Glenn, who's been a bit quieter this quarter after a prominent second quarter for Karingal. Down by 10 points. Approaching time on in the quarter. White nearly received it, couldn't. Hetherington flicks out a hand pass. Canal tried to have a shot at guy at it, smothered. White saying he was pushed forward in the tackle. He's all over it. The umpire says yet another stoppage. So many of those this quarter. Nearly 20 travelled. 5'9", Devon Meadows. Karingal 4'5", O'Brien Real Estate of Mornington scoreboard. Intense battle, low scoring, lots of high scores today. For many teams, the opening game of the season. Cal, an open-handed slap. White is there, puts the body on the line for Devon. Opposite number 15, Linda Saunders, hanging on for dear life. Forces an errant hand pass. Comes out now towards Seth Kelly. He's taken over the boundary and they've given away a free kick, have they? A free kick for deliberate. You're joking. Not sure that was there because White was confronting Seth Kelly and all he could do was step over the boundary in the forward pocket in front of Karingal supporters. White's going to open up the angle, see if he can kick a shot at goal. Oh, he has! Oh, he has! That's a candidate for goal of the day as well. A bit like Josh Battle's banana around the body, hard on the boundary. They've kicked the last three and Devon are out to a 16-point buffer. 6-9-45. In fact, they've booted the last five to 4-5-29 on the O'Brien Real Estate of Mornington scoreboard. Brilliant goal by Sean White from what I thought was a bit of a dubious free kick. 2 goals to Brandon White, I should say. Pearcedale, 6-2-38 in second division. Score in the second quarter. 1-5-11. Tyab. Hastings 5-1-31, Crib Point 3-3-21. thanks to Frankston Real Estate, Frankston RSL. Out of the middle of the ground goes Cal. Bumbling ball, missed by Glenn. The defence been okay now. Devon Meadows as Hallie receives a hand pass from Nathan Drew to Liam Drew. Back to Nathan Drew. Gives them run off half back. Kicks down the line towards the wing. No one can take the mark. Loose ball. Battle works hard to neutralise the contest for the Panthers. And they're starting to even up a lot of the contests. They were down 2-1 in a lot of those battles, particularly for the loose footy in the first half, Devon, but now it's going their way as they lead by 16 points. Yet to score this quarter, Karingal. Tap down close to the boundary, battles there, and he sees it over the line with Levi Dixon in pursuit. Just need to find a way to score to stay in the contest. They're down to 3 on the bench with young Connell getting a knock. Forced off at half-time for the Bulls. 45-29. Back into play. Cow there. Kirkwood late, the tap. Hurried bouncing ball by the Bulls towards the wing. Loose ball. Picked up again by Stewart. Goes up and down to the one spot. Here's Cal again, who really is a mobile player. Has a bounce. Hugs the boundary. Kicks the balls inside 50, but turns it over. And a mark underneath the scoreboard. Free kick off the play. Hellier had taken the mark. But his teammate will take a free kick. And this is Boland. Boland in short. Hits wide on the chest. Handballs now to Battle. Loves to run on the outside. On the left. Delivers long. Oh, what a mark by O'Connell. Mark of the day. Rake that in one hand. That has to be our favourite now. Mornington Timber and Decking mark of the day. That was away. He delivers in short. Mark should have been taken. It wasn't. Then picked up at ground level by Koo. Long to the goal square. And getting out Joel Hillis. They've got runners everywhere and just starting to get on top now. And Hillis kicks the goal. They kick another one and they start to storm away a bit now, the home team, Devon. Been a brilliant third quarter, 7-9, 51 to 4-5, 29. 23 gone in the third quarter on the O'Brien Real Estate of Mornington scoreboard. Good footy. What a mark by O'Connell. He's a very, very mobile big man. He just raked that in. It was away from him. And that's our mark of the day for Mornington Timber and Decking. They have the highest standards in both quality and service. G Pines have destroyed Edithvale. They'll kick the goal in the second half so far. 15-11, 101 to 5-4-34. Not a good start to the year at Regents Park for the Eddie Asp team under new coach Paul McCormack. It was a great feeling of enthusiasm in the club rooms on Thursday night. Good tackle laid by Battle as they might have won a rare stoppage this quarter, the Bulls. And not able to get away is Levi Dixon. And they've got 2 or 3 tackling him now. Their work ethic has improved. Hacked out of midair by Haynes. Loose ball on the wing. Kirkwood is quite quick. Leads in the race. He's got Brandon White with him and he sees it over the boundary at half forward. Like the game of Kirkwood. White, Battle. White might win goal of the day for the Thirsty Camel Bottle Shop of Rosebud. Boundary throwing at half forward. 22-point lead. Devon haven't played finals for 22 years. Looking to get on the board today. Cow taps it down. Hurried kick came out of the contest and then putting his body on the line, going in very, very hard, was Mitch Glent. One of the hard nuts for Karingal. Will get better and better. And one of their pickups from Rye with Oscar Whitty for this season. Thrown up on the edge of the centre square. Still scoreless this quarter, the Bulls. Close to three-quarter time. Cow there. And again, good tackling by Oscar Whitty. Brings a player down who thought he might have won the contest at the coalface, and that was Thorpe. They kick it back inside 50, though, as White gets a hand pass over the top to Hillis. Another one into the open goal. He was under the pump then, White, but he did brilliantly to just play the ball in front, feed Hillis in the goal square after, again, another pumping kick came in deep inside 50, which is why they're playing so much better this quarter. They're getting a lot of looks deep in their attacking 50. It's the deep forward entries, and they're right on top now. They've kicked 5 goals to none to be 8-9, 57 to 4-5, 29, and they've got the luxury with Battle in the side and White in the side, and now White is playing forward alongside Joel Hillis, and that would cause any team in second division of MPNFL football lots of headaches no matter how good you are, including Lang Warren. So the last 2 goals to Joel Hillis. 8-9, 57 to 4-5, 29. Just a great use of the body by Brandon White to wriggle out of the contest and put an effective hand pass despite being under pressure. Darcy trying to get into the game in the ruck now. He hacks it out of midair. Sockers it inside 50. A rare surgeon forward for Karingal. And then he claims a very, very good tackle on an opponent. Could have nearly been a sling tackle, but he was intent in his attack on the man then. Big Darcy, who's looking to insert himself in the contest. And an opportunity here to break the duck for this term at the 27-minute mark. Looking for his second goal. Their big recruit from Frankston. He will veer out, looking to veer back in. It's a flat punt, and it's the first score of the third quarter for Karingal. But unfortunately for the Bulls, it's a behind. 4-6-30, 27-point lead to Devon, 8-9-57. O'Brien Real Estate of Mornington scoreboard. Back into play, Plumridge. He'll head to the broadcast side of the ground or the new bar side of the ground. Big fist down by O'Connell. Cannell runs onto it at the back of the pack. He's off to the races. Grubby left foot kick inside 50. Hillis is there getting a bad bounce. Linton Saunders. He wobbles it along the ground. 3 in a row. Unfortunately, Linda Saunders got a bad bounce. It clean bowled him. And Joel Hillis was waiting down. He should have kicked through the footy. Jason Dunstall would be spewing, but he's rolled it along the turf. He's got 3 in a row, and he puts his name up in lights for goal of the day for the Thirsty Camel Bottle Shop of Rosebud as they kick another 6 goals to none this quarter for Devon Meadows. 9-9-63. Karingal, very good in the first half. 4-6-30 on the O'Brien Real Estate of Mornington scoreboard. .28 gone, thrown up in the middle. Big fist on 2 occasions by Haynes, but rove the other way. And the mark taken by Pomeroy from the kick of Whitty. Pomeroy kicks down the ground now. And on the lead, mark to Glenn. Glenn lowers the eyes inside 50. Almost a good mark to Mitch Glenn. Had it knocked away late. Good roving Jansen. Jansen dancing, zigzagging, this away, that away. On the right, pops a kick up into the pocket. Nearly a screamer taken by Ryan Koo. That would have been a candidate for mark of the day. Mornington Timber and Decking. Couldn't quite hang on for Devon in the back pocket, just near the scoreboard, which isn't good reading for the Bulls, but pretty good for the Panthers. 9-9-63 to 4-6-30. 29 gone third quarter. Thrown up again. Big fist. And he started to get on top. Haynes in the ruck. He has shared the ruck work with Kirkwood today. They've had to use Jai Treep, giving away a lot of height as the second ruckman, Karingal, whenever Lockie Cowles needed a rest, and he's been indefatigable, really. And at times, Darcy's gone up and done the ruck work, which he is now. And he wins it down for Karingal. They might win another stoppage, but the tackling very good. They've got 2 people tackling nearly every time Karingal have the footy, Devon. That wasn't happening in the first half. They've worked their way into the game. And Oscar Whitty, who is a player that's won a lot of clearances, he was taken down in a 2-man tackle. So 3-quarter time, it was definitely Devon's quarter. They have dominated the quarter. They've kicked 6 goals, 3 to 1 behind. 5 points down at half time. It was 4-5 to 3-6. It's 9-9-63 to 4-6-30. They had the 2-pronged forward attack of Brandon White and Joel Hillis. He was criticised, or not so much him, but the team criticised for playing him deep forward last week. But he's actually been playing deep forward today and kicked 3 goals and done a great job. And he got on the end of a couple, particularly from the hard bullocking work of the big body Brandon White, playing deep inside the attacking 50, the former Saint player. So big quarter by Devon Meadows, 9-9-63 to 4-6-30 on the O'Brien Real Estate of Mornington scoreboard. Rosebud Country Club is our major sponsor today. They're happy to provide a sleeve of Titleist golf balls to the player of the game. And Brandon White would feature. Certainly the left footer Nick Battle has been absolutely outstanding today. I've liked the game of Ty Kirkwood. Cowell has probably been Karingal's best, but he really has been overwhelmed in the end as they've had the 2 ruckmen in progress all day, Devon, in Kirkwood and also Haynes. And he's had the smaller but certainly keen second ruckman in Treep to help him out, but he's had to do a lot more ruck work. But in the end, just overwhelmed a bit in that quarter. 6 goals to 1 behind in favour of Devon. They lead 9-9-63 to 4-6-30 on the O'Brien Real Estate of Mornington scoreboard. We'll be back with the last quarter very shortly. Get your game face on.
inside Sophie Ma, but Isabella Khan gets the upper hand.
Just gets it past the fielder. You're in trouble. Pierce Sterling be run out. And wonderful to see some of the greats of Australian sport here today.
It's just on exactly 2 miles. 2-time Olympic Games finalists over the 3,000 steeple.
Too wide. In the inside is Ma, but down the outside is Khan.
Over running it at ground level. Charlie Rowe again from Mount Eliza.
I want to crash the interview. Take the microphone, Pete. Thank you. So I just want to be a big fan of yours. So I'm in the federal parliament, but you play Big Bash.
Come outdoors, we're sitting here watching athletics, there's heaps of people running of all ages.
Times through, so this first place is really important. The runner in green in Buddy.
Eddie Jerovic now has got a bit of move to do. He's got to try to get a run off the bank somewhere. He's
Gertz roosts that one. That is a monster of a kick for a goal. Waters in again, short. He hits this high, and he might have got enough on this to go for 6. It has. Coming into a catching position on the onside. Mills the spoon shot. He's picked the gap beautifully. What a shot that is.
Get your GameFace on.
Have you had your team photos done yet? Well, Frankie Photography is the only way to go. Great photos, great designs. Find out how your club can raise money by selling photos online on your very own shop. Check out our website for other great offers such as live premiership posters, end of season awards, tributes and milestones, and gift vouchers are also available.
In life,
You have to play by the rules. Fit in
don't be too thin.
or too bulky.
You have to be perfect.
Try harder. Go faster.
Know your limits.
Calm down.
You shouldn't be doing that.
Wearing that.
Eating that.
Suck it up. Suck it in.
Boys don't cry.
Girls don't fight.
You can't do that.
You watch this.
There's no right way.
No wrong way.
Only your way.
Anybody.
Anytime.
Welcome back to Glover Reserve. I went out to both huddles. Ryan Hendy really happy with the way his team's performing. Shout out to Craig Drew, the uncle of the Drew boys, who's up at Cape York. And he's listening to us. So great that our coverage is all around Australia on GameFace. That's why Glenn Carter has done all the hard work he has and put the blood, sweat and tears into getting this coverage up and about because there are people that mightn't be here at the local footy today and they still want to find out how family members are going. So why not? And this is what we're doing. So we hope you're enjoying the coverage. Thanks to Rosebud Country Clubs providing the Titleist golf balls. And we need to find best on ground to get those Titleist golf balls today. Goal of the day, probably Brandon White. Division 2 scores. Pearcedale leading Tyre by 20. Crib Point trailing Hastings by 10. Somerville have got ahead of Seaford now by 13. And Langwarren have a 47-point lead over Chelsea. As we're underway here, and straight away, Nathan Drew gets his team towards the wing. They want another clearance, the Bulls, but the issue is they haven't been getting it deep inside the attacking 50, and they're still goalless since the second quarter. 33-point lead, 9-9, 63 to 4-6, 30. Back into play. Haynes does well. Big fist again coming the other way. Bradley is a big body for the Bulls. Been intercepted by Brandon White on the non-preferred right for him. And then on the lead, I really love the game of this fellow. The Loper. O'Connell on the left, long to the goal square. Hillis one out. Couldn't take the mark, Joel Hillis. Bouncing ball, laser tackle. Karingal get a hurry kick. High up and under kick, fisted down by White again. Cal Dixon throws it on the boot as he received it. One was a kick to the outer side. Run down as he kicked at Bartling. Very close to the boundary. Picked up by Badams underneath the scoreboard. Kicks down the line again, but he's turned over. I've loved the game of Nathan Drew. He's been very, very solid across half-back, impassable almost. Marks inside the boundary. Kicks down the line towards half-forward. Big fist. Kirkwood was the player up. He's also another one that the president and committee and coaching staff praised at three-quarter time. Thrown up just near the scoreboard. 33-point lead to Devon, heading for their first win of the year after losing to Pearcedale last week. Kirkwood open-handed slap. Coming the other way, Bradley taking on a tackle. His handball run down by Rory Hillis. Tried to wriggle out of a tackle and even ducked the head in one that was laid by Dale Alanis. And we're a couple of minutes into the quarter. And he goes down, the man they call Donk, but he's all right. They're down one man on the bench, losing Jared Connell in the second quarter, Karingal. Thrown up again. Kirkwood open-handed slap. High kick towards the wing again for Karingal. They've won probably a lot more stoppages, but that half-back defence has been very good. Ryan Koo and Jamie Plumridge have done good jobs, and they hold it up in the centre of the ground again. Liam Drew as well. Nathan Drew, as we mentioned. Cal on his own. His tap wasn't all that effective, and coming the other way, the man he should have been in the ruck with paddles to his own advantage. He's got to turn a speed on him. Paddles again. This is Haynes. 3 or 4 paddles. He made about 30 metres without actually getting a possession. In the end, Hillis kicks it towards the goal square. Looking for his brother Joel to take the mark. He can't. He's under pressure. Good tackling by Hine, but he breaks the tackle. Beats one, beats two, snaps a goal. Didn't quite have the carry. And it goes very close towards the line. Linda Saunders is there. He's taken down on a tackle over the boundary in front of the social club rooms. And it'll be thrown up. So back into play. Cal, he's won a lot of the hit-outs today. He's been enormous for the Bulls. They just haven't had enough players help him out. Kirkwood loses control, all in front of the social club rooms. Alanis in the back pocket, couldn't get it. Picked up on this occasion, Brodie White, taken late in the tackle and puts the kick out of bounds on the full. Alanis, desperation, very good. Forced the kick to slew off the side and go right across the face and out of bounds on the full, where Devon lead by 33, almost 4 minutes travelled in the last quarter. Back into play. Bradley's kick misses the target. Turnover again. Rory Hillis, though, overruns it. Half back on the outer side near the scoreboard for Devon. And then good tackling by Battams, trying to hold it up. Gets Alanis up again, who's battled manfully. Brodie White on the bottom of the pack for the Panthers. Cal wins. Brodie White there, wins the clearance. Had it taken away by Dixon. That's Cal Dixon, a high up and under kick. and a good mark taken front edge centre square. Pomeroy takes the mark, plays on quickly, kicks to the wing and finds Jansen. Jansen in front of our commentary position, delivers now on the half volley. Here's Hope. Hope hard on the boundary, looking to take on Boland. Flicks a hand pass out now towards Hind. Hind a centering ball into no man's land, really. Good play on this occasion by Haynes to whack it away. And then he goes after it again and foots it away from oncoming traffic in Big Darcy. And he gets support again. Good play by Rory Hillis. Gets it inside to White. And also combining Battle and Rory Hillis, some good players with the footy for the Panthers on the outer side. Kicks down the line, no mark taken. And good defence on this occasion by Battams. He grabs the footy from the spillage but turns it over straight to Rory Hillis. Gets it back now to Hetherington. Can't take the mark. Had it fisted away late. Spills to the back of the pack. Taken by Zach Saunders. Mark was dropped by Lockie Hind. He has a chance to pick it up. Koo puts pressure on him. Lays a tackle. Feeds a hand pass over the top to Bradley. Bradley half distance pass. Mark to Battams. Battams in short again. Alanis a hand pass. Taken by Big Darcy. Stand start kick. High inside 50. No mark taken. Spills to the back and running out of space, running out of room to track it is Nathan Drew. Boundary throw in. Player down over the other side of the ground for Devon. We'll keep an eye on that. Seems to be okay. No score early in this last quarter for either team. Nearly 6 minutes played. 63 plays 30. But a rare move forward. I'd love to see the inside 50s in the second half for Karingal. 30 plays 63. Back into play. Kirkwood, Darcy, Liam Drew, claimed in a tackle just outside the goal square. Been solid too, the two Drew boys. As we said, his Uncle Craig's up at Cape York. Some people have all the luck, don't they? Good play by Kirkwood. Trying to get boot. The ball was Alanis, but had the kick charged down and forced over the boundary, 20 metres around from the goal they're attacking at the southern end. Pretty good in the second quarter. At one stage, they kicked 4 unanswered goals after the first goal was posted by Devon, and they went a long time without a goal. But since then, to some extent, the floodgates have opened, but their defence has been enormous. Keeping Karingal to 1 point since half-time, or one behind. Boundary throw in Alanis, let it slip to the back. Handball comes out, Zach Saunders to Glenn. Glenn had the kick smothered, slips to Hetherington, kicks Devon long to the wing. O'Connell a few to beat, couldn't take the mark. Off hands, Bartling gets the hand pass out now in the direction of Lyndon Saunders. And then Cowell, who did tackle. He was tackled. He did get the hand pass out, but he's had the free kick given against him in front of the Karingal dugout and us. Now, that's not a free kick. Definitely not a free kick. But anyway, it's been given. Not one of the best free kicks in the game. Stewart gives to Cannell, then gives it back now to Brandon White, and he does well to go to the outer side of the ground with a lovely kick across the face. Finds Nathan Drew. Nathan Drew to Haynes. Long hand pass, sweeping hand pass to Brodie White underneath the scoreboard. Kicks into the pocket. Good defence by Linda Saunders, who's been overworked down there today, but battled manfully. One of 4 players remaining from Karingal's team who played in their grand final loss to Red Hill in 2019. Good crowd here today. Back into play. And Red Hill against Rosebud. Can you believe it? 92-9. 83-point lead. Boundary throw-in. 25 metres around the grounds thanks to Frank Sinarisel. Good tap down by Kirkwood. Close to the boundary. They've got to try and ensure they don't give away a score. And they get it out of defence. Good play by Kel Dixon. He finds a target. And the mark taken at half back by Saunders. This is Zach Saunders with the footy. Front of the social club rooms. Bit betwixt and between. Goes back to full back. Panthers will be happy as they've got to concede ground. Battams kick on the half volley. Handball now in the direction of Bartling. He kicks high down the ground, 3-on-1 against. Camped underneath it was Sam Glenn. Charging hard, looking for Darcy. Player should have got a free kick on that occasion, Mitch Glenn. But coming out the other way, Brandon White. He finds Koo, who's a very impressive player. He'll slow it down. Still no score for either team this quarter. Nearly 9 minutes played. Koo kicks into the pocket and a great one-hander taken. Excellent mark taken, a candidate for our Mornington Timber and Decking mark of the day by Zach Saunders has been pretty prominent in the last quarter. Underneath the social club rooms for the Bulls, Alanis has battled tirelessly, takes the mark in front of the new bar. He delivers with a lovely 45-metre kick, picks out a target. Pomeroy is off, he beats one. He can't beat the second tackle laid on him by Kirkwood. Coming the other way, Cannell slips over, handballs backwards now to Murphy. Murphy gets the hand pass to Liam Drew. He lobs a kick into the middle of the ground, running with the flight. Stewart bobbles it, takes the mark, can slow it down, and they'll bring it out the outer side. Good switch, and the mark taken on this occasion as they kick down the line again at Devon Meadows, but that kick wasn't great from Tim Saunders. He turns it over, and Jansen marks. Kicks high to the wing once more. No mark taken. Good effort by Hope to make a contest, but they've got numbers at the spillage, Devon. Quick kick towards the wing on the outer side. Again, no mark completed at the drop. Karingal have an opportunity. Glenn received a hand pass, but he fumbled it. And Nathan Drew, as he's done all day, like the janitor, mops up, cleans up, but his kick misses the target. It was Brody White intended for. Coming the other way, Zach Saunders has been good. Got it out now to his teammate Battams. Battams takes the mark, and I think it's going to be 50 metres. Although he had played on. Don't quite understand that decision, but let's not be critical. The umpires are doing the best job they can. Some might be very early in their umpiring careers. Still getting used to it, and I know that both clubs have been a bit puzzled by some of the decisions today. But I don't think it's had any impact on the result. Tom Curran on the bench. To me, he doesn't seem 100%. It's been well held today. Well held. Best and fairest for Sandringham in 2012. Shot at goal. Misses behind. So 2 behind since half-time for Karingal, 4-7-31. Devon 9-9-63. 11 played final quarter. O'Brien's Real Estate of Mornington scoreboard. Award-winning real estate agents available all across the peninsula. Rosebud Country Club, our major sponsor, providing the Titler's golf balls for best on ground. So kick back into play. Hasn't he been good? Nathan Drew. He'd have to be considered for best on ground, the way he's played. Big Kirkwood goes up. He's played well. He's made a contest. Rory Hillis has a fumble, but it's cleaned up. Then with a wobbly kick by Koo, his teammate, into the middle of the ground. Pushed sideways towards the boundary. Battams has battled manfully too for Karingal. Takes it over the boundary on that outer side. So still goalless in this last quarter in this game. And Karingal just 2 behinds after a very promising opening half. Sorrento by 38 points over the Bombers in the last quarter, 107-69. Round the grounds for Frank Sinarasel. Kirkwood taps to the back. Thanks, Tommy, for providing all the scores. Rory Hillis throws it on the boot. Cal Dixon, though, in the road, intercepts at half-back for the Bulls. Gets the hand pass off to Bradley. He's run down late. Magnificent chase by Brandon White. Lack of talking, lack of awareness from Karingal teammates. And Brandon White gets an outstanding free kick front edge centre square as he charges him down. He kicks it wide now to Battle, who's drifted out of the game after a promising third quarter. Wriggles out of a tackle on the left. Opens up the angle. Close to the goal line. And it's touched on the line by the Karingal defenders. He's a beautiful left foot kick when he gets into space, Nick Battle. And he misses to the left-hand side. And it's punched through for a behind. 9-10-64 to 4-7-31. Margin out to 33 points. Karingal back into play. Straight down the middle goes Cal Dixon. Over the head of Pomeroy. Cleaning up at the back again. He's been wonderful. Drew. Handballs to Murphy. Handballs now to Koo. Confronted. Steps around an opponent. Kicks wide to the outer side. And it comes off. Stewart's been okay too. He takes the mark on the wing. Another left footer. Drills it long inside 50. Looking for someone to mark, and they do. Oh, what a mark that is. One of the marks of the day for Mornington Timber and Decking in the middle of the pack. He was sandwiched. Brandon White, a ripper. That might win mark of the day for Mornington Timber and Decking. They've got the highest standards in both quality and service. Call reception 5975 1031 or John Gash directly 0427 028 450. So if it's not beyond doubt, Brandon White, who's spending time down forward along with Joel Hillis, causing the Karingal defence all sorts of headaches, although I think they've performed pretty well under immense pressure with all the inside 50 looks that those two stars have had. He pushes it left to behind. 9-11-65 to 4-7-31. Oscar Whitty getting ready to come on. Frankston YCW getting beaten by Dramana. 9-8-62 to 5-6-36. That's a big result, that. Dramana have struggled to beat YCW over the years. Well, not that they've played them that often, considering they were always in the PN and YCW were in Peninsula, but since they've been in the top flight. So it's going to be kicked back into play. We're just waiting to see the ball return to Cal Dixon. Little lead made by Alanis, who he knows well. Dixon will drive long. He'll favour the broadcast side of the ground. Hope up. Been almost all day, couldn't mark. At the drop, shark by Glenn. Got it to Jansen, who runs out of room under pressure. Kicks around the body. Murphy nearly marks. Does well to get a hand pass to Liam Drew. Another one with a big body. He tried to take on the field in Pomeroy. Little hand pass comes out from Curran. Did well. He caught one in the eye. And they eventually get the ball into the middle of the ground. In fact, it was Glenn that caught one in the eye at the bottom of the pack as he fossicked out a hand pass. And they got away from the contest but couldn't quite hit a target. Attacking side set a square. Up goes Cal. Sharked by the man at the drop in Pomeroy and kicks off the side of the boot and it's out of bounds. Deep into attack. That love a goal. They're down by 34 points. 4-7-31 to 9-11-65. Been down one rotation with Connell going off at half time. Devon had made some moves. Murphy wasn't working the forward lines, gone into defence and has done a pretty good job of that big body to help the Drews, to help D'Agostino, to help Boland. Tap down again. Big Haynes has lent support too to get a kick behind the play and two hands it over the boundary once more. Before his teammate Plumridge, another one has been very solid in defence. Had 24 touches last week and heading in that direction again this week. In his second game, the former Beaconsfield player. Two-handing it towards the boundary line is Hope. Kept alive now by Battams on the left for the Bulls. He's been good today, just over the head. He's been almost a bit today in Riley Darcy, and it's cleared out of defence by Stewart. He's got to play it down the line on that outer side. Running hard, Brandon White. Second pick for the Saints, 40 overall in the 2015 National Draft. One of the young men that I taught when I did a year of teaching the first year players about media training. Lovely young man he is too. Little hand pass flicked out as the kick didn't find a target. Ground level it was won by Sanders to Jansen. And Jansen goes the old 1-2 as he got it to a teammate. And that teammate was Cal. Back to Jansen. Now to Hind. Kicks into the middle of the ground. And unfortunately Kirkwood is able to turn the footy over against his opponent. A shove in the back as Kirkwood kicked it long and O'Connell runs into an open goal and kicks a goal. Well, Bradley was a player that was run down in the middle. It's happened a bit today in the second half, Karingal. Just a lack of awareness and talking. Kirkwood did well to run him down, turn it over, kick it long, and O'Connell got on the end of it. Again, those deep entries inside 50. Of course, Karingal, a lot of issues in the second half, even though I reckon their defence has been gallant. So it's 7 goals to none after half time, and Devon out to a 40-point lead and will hit the winner's circle for the first time this year. 10-11-71 to 4-7-31. Plenty of upsets, and this one was probably 50-50, and it's certainly going to go Devon's way at home at Glover Reserve after they were upset by Pearcedale last week. It looked like they're going to be 2 from 2 playing tie-up today around the grounds for Frankston RSL. Tap down again. We'll get to those scores in a minute. 40-point lead here for Devon. Neutral contest, spills out. Socket away by the Bulls, but intercepted by Plumridge. Plumridge goes wide now. Running onto it is Battle. He'll want to get on his left. He'll feed a hand pass over the top to Hetherington. Back to the man on the left. Kicking long to the goal square in Battle. And Joel Hillis takes the mark. That is champagne footy. Silky skills they've got, Devon, when they get on the outside. And Joel Hillis kicks his 4th goal in the second half. And it's 11-11-77 to 4-7-31, out to 46 points. And that was one of the plays of the day with the way they used the footy. And Josh Battle been allowed to get around on the left with those penetrating kicks. And he managed to find Joel Hillis. Somerville leading Seaford. Seaford again started brightly, but with a young team just running out of legs around the grounds in second division. It's 12-8-80 to 8-4-52. And that's full time. So Somerville remain undefeated after they've played 2 games in the second division competition of the MP NFL. Big win over Hastings last week. Good win today over Seaford. Well, they're down 2 on the bench, and Tom Curran's one that won't be taking any further part. He's taken his boots off, which is a big loss for Karingal. Hopefully he'll be back next week as Alanis worries a couple of opponents out of it. And he does well to shrug, tackles everywhere, particularly one from the big-bodied White. Scrambles a kick inside 50. Good use of the body by Sam Glenn. Then he's taken in a tackle. Couldn't get a decent possession out. Hallier gets the arms free despite being tackled, as does Hillis. That's Rory Hillis. The Koo. Now to Brandon White, who slips over back to Koo. They've got support everywhere. Kicks around the body, but Bradley holds his ground and takes a good mark, intercepting. Wobbly kick. He finds another big body. Gee, isn't he big in the upper body now? Jai Treep, he kicks long inside 50 from behind. Darcy nearly took the mark. Brought to ground. Nathan Drew's at ground level, working hard, as is Dale Alanis. Slips out to him and he kicks off the side of the boot, out of bounds on the full. We've played nearly 20 minutes. It's 11-11-77 Devon. Karingal 4-7-31. The margin 46 points on the O'Brien Real Estate of Mornington scoreboard. A goal of the day, probably to Sean White, although he's probably almost taken mark of the day as well. We'll have to mix around these awards. I don't quite know what I'm going to do there. I've got young Trent helping me out today, who's involved with the Devon Meadows Footy Club. He'll probably make the decisions at the end. Boundary throw in, tried to get boot to ball was Darcy. Fresh air shot in the goal square. Alanis has not stopped trying. He's been on the bottom of most packs for his team today. It's 46 points at the 21-minute mark of the final quarter. I love the game of Ryan Kill of half-back as well. Big Haynes in the ruck too. A lot of Karingal guys hunting the footy from another stoppage in their goal square. Punched over the line, 15 metres around at the southern end. I'd love a goal. Been goalless in this half. Fallen away, Karingal, after being promising in the first half. Very hard at the footy. Cal, spinning by the back, Glenn. Cleared by Drew. This is Nathan Drew, wobbly ball. Cal intercepts his handball. Almost run down. Good play by Saunders to shake a tackle. That's Zach Saunders. Kicks back inside 50. But the kick is marked by Brandon White again, who's been everywhere. Good mark on his chest. From Geelong Falcons originally. Kicks down the line to our commentary position. Big fist. No one can mark. Kirkwood taken over the boundary in front of the dugout. Good tackle laid on him by the big body of Pomeroy of the Bulls. And it'll be thrown back into play. D'Agostino back on. Another solid defender for Devon, along with Boland. They have lost Baumgartner for about 10 weeks. One of their hard-nut midfielders, boundary throw, but a bit of depth now about the Panthers as they seek to break a drought that has gone more than 20 years of not playing in finals. Long way to go, though. Thrown up. Good play by Treep. Open-handed slap intended there for Levi Dixon, but it was won by Battle, who then is claimed in a tackle and brought to ground. A lot of stoppages, and in the second half, Devon have got right on top in those. Haynes, a couple of punches there. Coming the other way, Cal Dixon kicks into bodies, gets a hand pass out, push forward into tackle, going nowhere in a hurry. Now Murphy's also slung in a 360. Hillis gets the hand pass out in the direction of Hetherington, takes on the field. Good tackle laid by Battams. He still had the footy. That was strength. Socket away again by Tim Saunders, but the wrong way for Devon, and taken by Glenn, who, with a magnificent laser-like left foot kick, a daisy cutter, finds Boland, who had an opponent right on his hammer and tack, but he takes the mark in hope. Left half forward from Pakenham. Kicks it high and long and another behind. 3 behinds for the second half so far for the Bulls. So 4-8-32. Devon 11-11-77. 23 played in the final quarter. And Tom Curran off. Hopefully it's not too serious. We'll find out at the end. Gee, they've been very good in the second half, Devon. 8 unanswered goals. Might have kicked the last 10, if my memory serves me right, after they booted the first one, and Karingal kicked 4 on the bounce. Kick into the back pocket. Drew sharing it with teammates. Goes back to fullback now to Plumridge in the last line of defence. He'll stab a kick to White. Has the carry. Curran tried to come in late. Finds Murphy. Goes back now to Plumridge. Just a bit of downtime here as they use the footy in short once more. Nathan Drew knocking up, getting possessions as well. Might be a candidate to win the Titleist Gold Balls, but he turns it over. Mark dropped, though, by Battams in the middle of the ground. Gets worried out of it almost by an opponent there in Hallier and holds it up. Front edge centre square. It'll be thrown up. In fact, there's going to be a free kick. It'll go to Liam Drew. He'll take it at centre half back. Margin still 45 points. He has been resolute and robust. He'll kick close to the boundary. You give a guy a wrap and he puts it out of bounds on the full. 77-32. And it will be a Karingal ball. Can they get a very late goal here? Have really struggled after half time. Hind in short to Dixon. Dixon kicked a great goal early days. Kicks long to the goal square, Cal Dixon. The pack collapses. Waiting at the back. Plumridge is there again. He has been magnificent and his pass is okay as he hits Stewart in the back pocket as he goes across the goal face from the outer back pocket to the commentary back pocket. Stewart's been okay too. The left footer for Devon. Down the line once more. O'Connell in the contest, 3-on-1 against. Mark was dropped on that occasion by the Bulls. The ground level one behind the man who dropped it, and he gets it in short now to a teammate who has a shot at goal in Sanders, and it came from Mitch Glenn, who centred it nicely with a low dart, and another behind. 4-9-33 to 11-11-77, margin 44 points. Full-time, Red Hill have annihilated Rosebud by 87 points, 108-21. Round the grounds for Frank Sonaris, some work for Nick Jewell and the boys to do. Back into play. They'll have the big game against Sorrento next week on Good Friday. Off hands Cannell. Can't take the mark. Or Easter Saturday, I think it is. Mitch Glenn also there. Player taken in a tackle when he didn't have it is Lockie Hine. Cal is saying, get away from it, Hayden. You're all over the footy, Hayden Murphy. And a free kick, again in front of our commentary position, to be taken by Hind. Hind will kick down the line. Just do me a favour, find out what cup they're playing for today. Yeah, there's a cup they're playing for. Just go inside. Playing, of course, for a Memorial Cup today for a former teammate who coached and played at the two clubs. Boundary throw in off hands. Josh Battle on the outside to the loping, running machine. O'Connell, beautiful pass inside to Battle. Battle's 40 metres out. He can put the icing on the cake to a big, big, big day. And he does. And he does. And he might have won the best on ground, the Titleist Golf Balls for the Rosebud Country Club. Wonderful work by Brodie O'Connell. I tell you what, isn't he a good player too? The big loper. Wonderful agility. He runs. He's a big man. The margin out to 50 points. 12-11-83 to 4-9-33. Champagne footy. They've kicked 3 goals to none in the last quarter and 9 goals to none in the second half, Devon Meadows, to show that they might be a classy outfit this year. Playing, of course, for the Jason Hammond Memorial Cup. These two teams involved with both clubs over the years. Here are both teams, so a very emotional day as well. Tap down in the middle. Stewart gets the hand pass out. Missed by Koo. A rare mistake for him. Ball is still to be won in the middle of the ground. Couldn't be picked up by Whitty. I think Battams has been one of Karingal's best. He kicks inside 50. Hope collapses the pack and hopes someone can pick it up, but it was going to be picked up by Nathan Drew, and Devon win by 50 points. They win the Jason Hammond Cup. Most importantly, they're on the board after losing to Pearsdale last week. 2 home games in a row. They had the 6-day break. Karingal's first game of the season. Fell away a bit in the second half. They were goalless. And eventually Devon, big second half, in fact, kicked the last 11 goals after being down 4-1 at one stage in this match. And they won 12-11-83 to 4-9-33 Joel Hillis kicked 4 goals, playing deep forward again like he did last week, but it was obviously more effective with better ball coming inside 50 this week than it did last week against the Pearsdale Panthers. So the Devon Meadows Panthers get the job done to win by 50 points on the O'Brien Real Estate of Mornington scoreboard. Now, the Rosebud Country Club is our major sponsor. The Titleist Golf Balls will need to give a best on ground. Well, it's going to be hard. Look, I think Josh Battle probably gets the award for best on ground. I thought he was outstanding today, particularly when they needed players to get them back in the game, along with Kirkwood in the second quarter and Brandon White, and he was more than capable of doing that. It was a fantastic performance. So we'll give him the Titleist Golf Balls, thanks to the Rosebud Country Club, our major sponsor today. The Corner Bottle Shop Thirsty Camel of Rosebud Goal of the Day. There were a couple of outstanding goals. And I think he's going to win both Goal of the Day and also Mark of the Day. Brandon White of Devon Meadows. He took a terrific mark in the middle of the... In fact, no, we'll go with Brandon White for Goal of the Day as he hooked one around the body when he was also playing deep forward in the third quarter when they broke the game open. And our Mark of the Day for Mornington Timber and Decking. We have the highest standards in both quality and service. Call reception on 5975 1031 or John Gash directly on 0427 028 450. And I've loved the way he's played today, Kirkwood. He has contested everything. He's taken a few finger tippers in contested situations. So I'll go for Ty Kirkwood winning the Mark of the Day for Timber and Decking. It's, of course, Nick Battle. I've called him Josh a bit today. Josh Battle is with St Kilda, but Nick Battle is the Devon Meadows player. It's sort of unintentional. Probably a Freudian slip, but he has been outstanding, Nick Battle, so he wins the best on ground from Devon Meadows. And Shane Savage has done a hammy in his first game for Pines in their big win this afternoon. But, of course, the player that we've given best on ground to for the Titleist Golf Balls is Nick Battle. His brother Josh playing for the Saints tomorrow against Hawthorn. So that's it. Thanks to everyone. Thanks to Trent for... being here today from Devon Meadows, learning the caper. We thank the hard work always of Tom for getting us to air and also Glenn Carter for making it possible. The team at the Devon Meadows Football Club, led by Chris and Barry Parsons, for allowing us to be here today, and also Karingal, Luke Forsyth, for helping me out with team lists. And also, of course, Devon Meadows as well. So big win by Devon. They're on the board in season 2022. 1 win, 1 loss. We'll have more on the footy show during the week. And just those awards again. Nick Battle winning the Titleist Golf Balls for best on ground. Our Mark of the Day going to Brandon White from the Corner Bottle Shop Thirsty Camel of Rosebud. And, that's the Mark of the Day for Mornington Timber and Decking. We'll go to... Ty Kirkwood of Devon Meadows. So Goal of the Day to Brandon White and Mark of the Day to Ty Kirkwood. So well done, Devon Meadows. They've had a big win over Karingal, who were goalless in the second half. They've won by 50 points, 1 win and 1 loss. Karingal's first game of the season. They've been upsets everywhere, especially in First Division. We'll certainly check it all in the footy show during the week. We'll have Yarra Junior footy tomorrow. Get your game face on.